AI tongue can detect difference between Coke and Pepsi, research finds. Robot director accuses Elon Musk of taking his ideas for new Tesla robot, van, and more with "Hey Elon, can I have my designs back please?" Casio launches AI pet robot for emotional support.
Mass die-off in bats across U.S. linked to over 1,000 human infant deaths. France slashed bird flu outbreaks by vaccinating ducks, as France to start second bird flu vaccination campaign in October. Hurricane Milton was intensified by human-driven climate change, say scientists.
Fewer soft drinks. Red meat may ease menopause symptoms, claimed in a study. Breakdancers may risk headspin hole caused by repetitive headspins, doctors warn. Study finds rise in emergency visits for pregnancy hypertension.
Study finds it could take over 40 years to flush PFAS out of groundwater. Average wildlife population size declined by 73% in just 50 years, warns WWF. Toothbrushes and showerheads are teeming with viruses unknown to science, study shows.
Chemistry Nobel goes to developers of AlphaFold AI that predicts protein structures. Nobel Physics Prize 2024 won by AI pioneers John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton. 2024 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine awarded for the discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation, jointly to Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun.
Samsung Electronics apologizes for disappointing profit as it struggles in AI chips. AI chipmaker Cerebras files for IPO to take on NVIDIA. 7 months ago, it has been announced as Cerebras Systems unveils world's fastest AI chip with whopping 4 trillion transistors. Foxconn building NVIDIA superchip facility in Mexico, executives say.
After injury, one species of comb jelly can fuse to become one. Life expectancy is increasing at a slower rate this century, and it may be because we're reaching our human limit. Mouse experiment reveals brains divide mealtime into 4 stages. Study claims brain changes based on what you did 2 weeks ago. Red Dead Redemption finally comes to PC, 14 years after its original release. Wimbledon tennis tournament replaces line judges with technology in break with tradition. Christopher Nolan sets next movie at Universal Indiana IMAX for summer 2026, with Matt Damon eyed to star.
AlphaFold reveals how sperm and egg hook up in intimate detail. A study claims cats are almost liquid. Cats selectively rely on body size awareness when negotiating short openings.
Carbon Mapper shares the first emissions detection images from CO2 tracking satellite. ESA's Euclid Dark Universe telescope reveals first breathtaking images from massive cosmic atlas map. Prada and Axiom Space unveil NASA spacesuits to be used in Artemis 3 moon mission.
Alien life could lurk on Mars beneath protective ice, study suggests. Half of all global food threatened by growing water crisis, report says. Ultra-powered MRI scans show damage to brain's control center is behind long-lasting COVID-19 symptoms.
Acupuncture really works for sciatica pain, study finds. Remains of Everest explorer Sandy Irvine discovered 100 years after his disappearance. Climber dies after falling from Spain's bridge to nowhere while trying to shoot social media content.
Anna Kendrick's directorial debut Woman of the Hour is a tense exploration of inescapable misogyny. Anthony Hopkins to star in Maserati, The Brothers, biopic of famous car family directed by Bobby Moresco. Alien. Romulus sets date for digital and physical releases. Pharrell Williams confesses his massive hit Happy was actually born out of sarcasm. Celine Dion releases official hymn A L'Amour, Paris Olympics recording in honor of Edith Piaf. James Hetfield says Metallica don't want to be a legacy band that just plays their greatest hits. NHK to align streaming service charges with terrestrial TV fees in Japan, as NHK to charge monthly online viewer fee of 1,100 yen starting next year. Netflix is not changing talent compensation model, Bella Bajaria says. PayPal formally launches ad business to pitch its shopping data to advertisers.
Tennis legend Nadal to retire in November 2024. Nobu Oyama, voice actor for beloved Japanese cartoon robotic cat Doraemon, dies at age 90. Japanese atomic bomb survivor movement Nihon Hidankyo wins Nobel Peace Prize. Han Kang wins Nobel Prize in Literature for intense poetic prose confronting human fragility. ByteDance-owned TikTok slashes hundreds of jobs in shift towards AI content moderation. TikTok executives know about app's effect on teens, lawsuit documents allege. TikTok sets aside $1 billion to cover future European data privacy fines.
Guten partners with TikTok Shop, enabling shoppable commerce powered by print on demand. Instagram announces new tools to fight sextortion and help teen victims. Blue Sky gains 500,000 new users in one day after X changes how blocking works.
Disney developing Prince Charming movie lines up director Mr. and Mrs. Smith, casting new John and Jane for season 2. Billie Eilish among those rumored. Dirty Dancing being adapted as a new Broadway-bound stage musical.
Thomas Tuchel hired as England head coach ahead of 2026 World Cup. Famed Roman sculpture Apollo Belvedere re-emerges after major restoration. Call Her Daddy podcast host inks $100 million deal with SiriusXM. Britney Spears reveals she is writing a novel.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta to host Super Bowl 59th in 2028. Netflix confirmed that Nobody Wants This is returning for season 2. Afghan media in some provinces told to stop showing images of living beings.
Some of FIFA's transfer rules contrary to EU law in La Sana Daira case ruling, says European Court of Justice. James Gunn assures every announced DCU project is still coming despite lack of updates. Legendary Entertainment buys out Wanda Group's ownership stake.
Russian media company's broadcasting was hacked on Putin's birthday. Turkey blocks access to Discord online platform, citing child safety concerns. Also, Russia bans Discord over unlawful information posting. In the U.S., TikTok users are more interested in pop culture and entertainment than news and politics, study finds.
Shine's UK sales hit $2 billion ahead of possible London listing. Snapchat announces testing of sponsored ads in chats and promoted places in Snap Map. US considers breakup of Google in landmark search case.
India's Star Health confirms data breach after cybercriminals post customers' health data online. U.S. government's GSA's login to offer face recognition to customer agencies. Internet Archive hacked. Data breach impacts 31 million users.
Fans divided on Prime's upcoming Australian version of hit show The Office, as Australia's rendition of The Office proves women can be annoying at work too. Jennifer Lopez wants to make new album with big dance hit after Ben Affleck breakup, claimed by sources. Netflix forecasts 2025 revenue to be at least $43 billion, up 11% plus, as Netflix promises more content in 2025 after patchier than normal 2024 due to strikes. Tom Holland says he read a Spider-Man 4 script with Zendaya, but it needs work. Meta partners with horror movie maker Blumhouse Productions to test movie gen. Teen becomes first Tetris NES player to clear level 255 and achieve the mythical rebirth. Silent Hill 2 Remake is console exclusive to PS5 for 1 year. 343 Industries becomes Halo Studios, multiple Halo games in development on Unreal Engine 5. U.S. Air Force funds spacecraft to transport cargo from orbit for 90 minutes global delivery. Hera spacecraft launched to investigate asteroid that was deliberately hit by NASA mission. NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft will investigate whether an icy moon of Jupiter can support alien life.
EU creates appeals center to referee disputes with social media giants as new body to handle disputes between EU users and Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Adobe introduces Adobe Content Authenticity web app to champion creator protection and attribution for creators to apply content credentials to their work. The White House started posting on Reddit to talk about Hurricane Milton.
Roblox accused of lying to investors about user numbers by Hindenburg Research. Musk's X to be reinstated in Brazil after complying with Supreme Court demands. In the U.S., Supreme Court declines to weigh in on X Corporation's challenge to special counsel Jack Smith's access to Donald Trump's Twitter direct messages.
Unsealed order in Amazon antitrust suit lets entire FTC case proceed. dismisses some state claims. Leaked M4 MacBook Pro appears for sale on Russian classified site. 2 days ago, Russian YouTubers keep showing off alleged M4 MacBook Pros in historic Apple leak. Twitter acts fast on non-consensual nudity if it thinks it's a copyright violation, a research claims.
Marriott settles with FTC to pay $52 million over data breaches. Hackers take control of robot vacuums in multiple cities, yell racial slurs. Qualcomm reveal hackers targeted Android users by exploiting zero-day bug in Qualcomm chips. In the US, pro-Palestinian hackers claim DDoS attack on Internet Archive amid data breach and website defacement. It has been reported as Internet Archive was exposing user email addresses for years before recent breach. Russia shares AI images of Hurricane Milton as disinformation abounds in USA. Company behind major social security number leak files for bankruptcy.
AMD launches MI325X AI chip, taking on NVIDIA's Blackwell. NVIDIA stock rises after management says Blackwell is sold out for 12 months. Apple opens its most extensive lab outside US in China amid fierce rivalry with Huawei. TikTok owner ByteDance launches $170 earbuds in China in push into AI wearables.
Dutch police arrest admin of Bohemia Cannabia dark web market. Old devices, idle servers can be turned to spy on us, China's top security agency warns. U.S. officials race to understand severity of China's salt typhoon hacks.
Elon Musk hypes $30,000 Tesla self-driving cybercab and larger robovan at robotaxi event. Musk unveils new Optimus personal assistant robot. In the past week, 4 of Elon Musk's direct reports have announced their exits from Tesla. LinkedIn says 10M people have signed up as freelancers on its services marketplace.
U.S. seeks 5-year sentence for Ilya Lichtenstein, orchestrator of $6 billion Bitfinex hack. Trump media shares fall nearly 10% after DJT plunge triggers trading halt. WordPress plugin Jetpack patches major vulnerability affecting 27 million sites.
FIDO Alliance publishes new specifications to promote user choice and enhanced UX for passkeys, to enable users to securely move passkeys and all other credentials across providers. Chip industry faces talent shortage as revenues head to $1 trillion. As commented by Deloitte, Tesla's humanoid robot remotely controlled by employees during event.
Astronomers use Webb to probe a steam world in the constellation Pisces. SpaceX successfully catches returning Starship booster. South Korea tech exports slow for second month in risk to growth.
Football Manager 25 release delayed until March 2025. YouTube says it is not hiding the skip button on ads. Amazon bets big on sports streaming in bid to boost Prime memberships. Advertising revenue. iPhone users can send texts via satellite when cell service is down. NASA to pay €2.7 million for innovative recycling projects in space. Grand tomb of Roman gladiator found in Turkey actually contains the remains of 12 other people.
Amazon says new technology in vans will help sort packages on the fly and save time, and Amazon's new AI guides can help shoppers find what they need. Nintendo unveiled an alarm clock that plays Mario coin noises when you roll over. Spotify starts free streaming option in South Korea.
Propagandists around the world keep trying to use ChatGPT, according to OpenAI report. OpenAI establishes presence in Singapore to support international expansion. OpenAI and Hearst strike deal to bring news content to ChatGPT. OpenAI pursues public benefit structure to fend off hostile takeovers.
All new iPhone 17 Air rumored to feature single 48MP rear camera, 8 GB of RAM. Reportedly, Blizzard could have turned Battle.net into a third-party game store years before Steam.
Bloomberg reported that Qualcomm said to wait for U.S. election to decide Intel move. Trump signals skepticism of Google breakup, citing competition with China. AMD and Intel unite against existential threat of ARM, as rivals Intel and AMD create alliance to defend x86 architecture.
Ward Christensen, co-inventor of the BBS and Internet pioneer, has died. Pew Research announces that most Americans back cell phone bans during class, but fewer support all-day restrictions. SpaceX requests Starlink Gen 2 modification, previews gigabit speeds.
The Financial Times comments as Meta criticized for calling its AI models open source. 2 months ago, Meta is accused of bullying the open source community, and 1 year ago it has been commented as Meta's Llama 2 license is not open source by Open Source Initiative CEO. Mistral releases new AI models optimized for laptops and phones.
The New York Times warns AI search engine Perplexity to stop using its content. Amazon's AI generator tool can now create audio ads. YouTube rolls out new features including sleep timer, collaborative playlists, and enhanced mini-player. The U.S. Defense and Homeland Security departments have paid $700 million for AI projects since ChatGPT's launch. Adobe's Firefly video model claimed to be the first publicly available video model designed to be safe for commercial use. Firefly integrated into Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Express, and now Premiere Pro. Google signs deal with startup to build small nuclear reactors to power AI.
AI company Anthropic's CEO Dario Amodei lays his vision on AI with an essay of title, Machines of Loving Grace, on basis of maximizing leverage, avoiding perception of propaganda, avoiding grandiosity, and avoiding sci-fi baggage. Apple researchers find large language models lack robust mathematical reasoning abilities. Meta's AI chief Yann LeCun dismisses AI existential threat concerns as complete BS.
RT uses AI to broadcast Vladimir Putin's speeches in English. AI to shape UK defense review. OpenAI sees roughly $5 billion loss this year on $3.7 billion in revenue.
Over 370 million girls and women globally subjected to rape or sexual assault as children, as announced by UNICEF. More than 200 women in legal talks with Harrods over Al-Fayed abuse claims.
Slovakia wants to ban mRNA vaccines. 1 week ago, Slovak health minister quits over government support for anti-vaxxers' COVID report. In Canada, Poilivre backs mandatory psychiatric drug treatment for kids prisoners. Moscow court finds Discord for $36,230 over LGBT propaganda. 10 days ago it has been reported as Russia orders Discord to remove almost 1,000 posts it says contain illegal materials. AI search engine Perplexity's internal knowledge search allows both Perplexity Pro and Enterprise Pro users to search across internal files alongside the web. Penguin Random House amends its copyright rules to protect authors from AI. Meta introduces Spirit LM open source model that combines text and speech inputs and outputs.
Google launches Notebook LM business to make enterprise AI audio, text. Adobe Project Turntable makes a 2D vector drawing can be arbitrarily rotated in 3D, resulting in a 2D vector art representing the object from the new view. NVIDIA, MIT, and Tsinghua University led Sana. A text-to-image framework can generate images up to 4096 by 4096 resolution.
TSMC third quarter profit beats expectations as AI boom drives 54% hike. Reportedly, generative AI startups get 40% of all VC investment in cloud amid ChatGPT buzz. Amazon goes nuclear to invest more than $500 million to develop small modular reactors. In the USA, EPA can force coal-fired power plants to drastically cut carbon pollution, Supreme Court says.
Reportedly, thousands of Trump Bibles were printed in China as he campaigned against trade practices. Germans decry influence of English as idiots apostrophe gets official approval. New Nobel Prize winner, AI godfather Geoffrey Hinton, says he's proud his student fired OpenAI boss Sam Altman. Rural Americans are dying younger, living less healthy lives, alarming report reveals. Genetic analysis challenges the idea that loneliness directly causes diseases. Wall Street Journal comments as, attacks on gay rights push Russia's LGBTQ community into the shadows. Star Wars unveils first look of its first trans woman stormtrooper called Sister with armor in the color of the transgender flag. Michigan Catholic bishops condemn Whitmer's Doritos video stunt as offensive, and Catholics hold rosary rally outside Gretchen Whitmer's house after Doritos video sparks backlash. 2 days ago, Whitmer reenacts viral trend by feeding podcaster Dorito, drawing criticism from Republicans.
Drug maker Teva Pharmaceuticals agrees to pay $450 million in False Claims Act settlement to resolve kickback allegations relating to co-payments and price fixing. In Brazil, adoption of children by same-sex couples triples in 4 years. Russian official recommends recognizing anthropomorphic subcultures as LGBT propaganda.